Pull over. I'm driving. I've been thinking about this a while, but after today, I'm done. I want out. Out of drugs, out of all of it, and you should get out too. You've got your job with Corwin. I can go back to construction.
In a recession, you couldn't get a job building a doghouse. And my salary at Corwin's has been frozen 20 grand a year for the last 2 years because we all have to make sacrifices.
There's no shame in sacrifices.
For Corwin? For the non-group? With their lawyers and their back nines, old fossilized goats that hate anybody that isn't white? Or glued to a fucking club chair? Julius, all that is the past.
And that psychotic Colombian is the future?
No. But we gotta think smart. Look. If we're gonna be something in this world, it's not gonna be pounding nails or selling reels.
You want to be something. I just want to put braces on my kids' teeth.
I want that too.
Bullshit. You wouldn't be with Kat if that's all you wanted.
You know, I'll wake up in the middle of the night, heart pounding, drenched in sweat, because I think maybe I made a mistake. I mean, not with Allie. Allie's the best thing in the world. But this life, with Corwin and Luann and lawn lining, gimped up dogs, I've got obligations. And I want to do the right thing. I really do. But I also, I don't want to feel dead. Julius. We're 28 years old. You know what J.P. Morgan was doing when he was 28?
I'm sorry?
He was working for a bank so he could give himself cheap loans so he could buy railroads to make more money to buy steel companies, using the steel to expand the railroads so that before anybody could fucking blink, he controlled his business from the spikes and the track ties to the china in the dining car.
You were awake during Mr. Driver's history class. I wasn't.
Julius, we run pot better than anybody in this city. But we don't own it? We need to own it. From the moment it leaves Columbia to little, Julio buying dime bags in Loomis Park, that is where the money is. And that is where we need to be.
That's not getting out of the drug business.
We knew this years ago when we ripped off Joey Carnevale's pot and set up our own shop. And then we forgot it. Started acting like Teamsters. Selling dime bags and running cabbage from A to B. No, we don't need Flacco. We don't need Luis, Humberto, any distributor. And especially that Colombian psycho and her bullshit designer drug that only like 4 people in Miami can afford. I mean, the sun will rise in the west when people stop smoking weed. Pot is our business. We just gotta start acting like it.
Your idea of thinking smart is to dump Flacco, set up our own distribution chain, give this money back to that freak,
And become our own men.
and we walk away from all of it before we ever get near anything as fucked up as what we just saw today?
Yes. God, yes. I promise.
Jesus. You're a dreamer, Bobby. You always have been. I wish I could hate you for it.
So you sleep on it? Is Luann home yet?
You're not asking the questions here. We need to open the Japanese market. Japan is huge in commercial fishing. The Japs eat more fish than even the Norwegians. We should be in Japan.
Sounds like an opportunity.
It's essential. Given the recession, our fall off in the domestic market, 43% were down from last year.
I'm aware of that.
I won't pin a medal on you for being aware, son. When times are tough, a company is only as good as its next great idea.
We could emphasize long-lining, at least until gas prices come down.
This is what it takes. Teamwork, sales. I loved selling since the Philly days, working in my dad's butcher shop. My dad hated fish. But it was my love of sales that taught me about all love, leading me to the most profound love of all.
I know you love Luann, and I know this looks bad, but it's not what it seems.
I think it's exactly what it seems.
Corwin, I also love Luann. And
A married man is allowed one indiscretion. You've had yours, you're done. And if I hear otherwise, I will go ahead and file the papers I had Russ draw up today, which guarantee you'll be cut off from my fortune, my company, the very air I breathe for the rest of this life and beyond. Which would be unfortunate, because I also love you.
And I love you too. Because you've done so much for me.
You needed a father, my daughter needed a husband, I needed a son.